Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about the recent verdict given by the Supreme Court in the case of Buddha Dev Karmaskar versus State of West Bengal. In this case, the Supreme Court has recognized sex work as a profession and has said that its practitioners across the country are entitled to equal protection as well as dignity under the law of the nation. The bench which was hearing this case comprised of Justice L. Nageshwar Rao, B.R. Gavai, and Justice A.S. Bopan. This bench observed that police must refrain from interfering against practitioners of prostitution. They should not be arrested, penalized, harassed, or victimized through race on brothels. So, in short, what the court was trying to say that if anyone is doing sex work voluntarily, then there should be no interference from on the part of police by doing raids on brothels or harassing them or penalizing. The court also asked the media to refrain from taking their pictures or revealing their identity while reporting rescue operations and stated that the offense of voyeurism under Section 354 of IPC should be enforced if this order is not adhered or if this order is not followed. So here we can see that Supreme Court is trying to save people who want to leave the sex work and is also defending those who wants to continue with this work. Now, how this order was passed by the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court invoked its special power under Article 142 of the Constitution to pass this order. Now, what this Article 142 states? So, this Article 142 gives Supreme Court the discretionary power, and the Apex Court can exercise its jurisdiction and pass such order or decree whenever necessary for providing complete justice in any matter. Now, this Article 142 can also be understood in regard to judicial activism. When there are no laws which are enough for a particular issue, then the judiciary, by exercising their rights, by exercising their independence, by exercising their discretion, can pass such order. So this, in short, we can understand as judicial activism, and this article gives judiciary the independence. When we say that judiciary is independent, and by this article, we can actually understand. In the year 2020, sex workers had been recognized by the National Human Rights Commission as informal workers, but now this profession has been recognized by the Supreme Court. There are number of judgments which were passed by the Supreme Court in regard to sex work. So the first one is in regard to the criminal law. Under this law, the sex workers of the country are entitled to equal protection of the nation's law, and criminal law must be applied in all cases related to them on the basis of consent and age. So if a sex worker is an adult and participating with consent, the police must not interfere or take any criminal action against them. So the court has said that the sex workers must not be penalized, arrested, victimized, or harassed. Whenever the police conduct a raid on any brothel, a voluntary sex worker is not illegal. Only the running of the brothel is unlawful. So who can be penalized? Any person who is running that brothel, any person who is providing space for running that brothel. But the person, the sex worker, should not be penalized, and the police should not interfere in their work. Now, the other aspect is in regard to the medical care. Sex workers who are sexually assaulted must be provided every facility which includes immediate legal and medical care. The court has also instructed the cops, the police officers, not to discriminate against those sex workers who have lodged a complaint against sexual offenses against the worker. So here they are saying that if a person, if any act, even if the worker, sex worker was consenting, then also if anything has happened to which that worker was not consenting, so the police should lodge a complaint in regard to that. And they cannot discriminate against them in regard to that they are consenting, so this should actually happen with them. No, they cannot do. They will have to lodge a complaint against sexual offenses against the sex worker. Now comes the issue in regard to rights of child of a sex worker. The children of a sex worker must not be separated from the mother merely on the basis of profession. So, basic protection of dignity and human decency must be provided to the sex workers and their children. Also, if a minor is found living with a sex worker or in a brothel, the presumption should not be made that the child was trafficked. In case the sex worker claims a child to be their own, then the DNA test or any other required test can be done to determine that whether whatever statement that sex worker is giving is true or not. And in case it is true, the minor must not be forcibly separated just because his or her mother is a sex worker. So sex workers have the right to be with their children. The children of these sex workers have the right to live with their mother, even if it is inside the brothel. They have the right to live with their mother. Next issue is in regard to what role the media should play. So the media must not reveal the identities of the sex workers during any raid, arrest, or rescue operation. Whether an accused or a victim, their identity should not be revealed at any cost. The media must not telecast or publish any photos due to which their identities can be disclosed. So any kind of disclosure of their identity should not be done. They also have their right to privacy, and media should make sure that their identities are not disclosed in any manner. Now, other issue which comes is in regard to the issuance of Aadhaar card. So the Supreme Court has ordered that the sex workers must be issued Aadhaar card. They should have all the rights which any other citizen of the country should have. They are also the citizens of India. Whatever they do is their profession, is their work. And since now the Supreme Court has recognized this work, the sex work as a profession, they are entitled to all the rights which are available to any other citizen of this nation. I hope this video was helpful to all of you. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And in case you have any query in regard to any law exam or legal matter, you can reach out to me on my Instagram ID or on my email ID. Link for the same is provided in the description below. Thank you very much.